My name's Tyler Crayer and I'm 17 years old, and today I'm going to be talking about the transgender bathroom policy around the US, specifically Derby, Kansas, right now. Anyway, before I do that, I'm going to give some background about myself. So, like I said before, my name's Tyler Crayer and I'm 17 years old. I've been an out and proud transgender male student for over 2 years now, and before I moved here over a year ago, I lived in Alaska for 4 years. In the last year that I lived there was probably the hardest of my life. I came out as my very unique self, and I got a lot handed to me in no positive way whatsoever. I came out when I was 15. The school that I went to didn't allow me to use the men's restroom. I was supposed to use the women's restroom and was mainly forced to use the unisex bathroom in the nurse's office. Using that bathroom in the nurse's office made me feel very isolated, very much like a prisoner, and I felt alone, and I felt very discriminated. I felt terrible, and using the women's restroom was like a punishment. So was using the other bathroom. I was bullied a lot. I was called names on a daily basis. I was pushed around. I got punched in the face. I got beat up. And I attempted suicide at least 3 times there. In 2011, the percentage of trans people who've attempted suicide at some point due to sexual assault, physical assault, harassment in school or work, and job loss is 41%. It's higher now since then. It's about almost a little over half. And that's hard to say. I didn't want to be another statistic, but too late. Right now, in my community of Derby, Kansas, I feel very discriminated. I feel very alone. And I'm hurt. Right now, there are signs all over neighborhoods, all over town, that say, "Take back Derby." Wait, take Derby back. And it's a Derby Parents Action Group against the transgender policy that came out in May 13th of 2016. They are asking for donations. They are asking for support in making this policy disappear. And they are faced with a bunch of safety concerns towards their children, teenagers, etc. I understand the safety concerns, but if they were to sit down and listen to the procedures, they wouldn't have those concerns. The policy states, if you don't know what the policy is, hold on. May 13th, 2016, the Obama administration sent a letter to school districts to enforce and ensure that none of their students are discriminated against. This doesn't have force of law, but does contain that implicit threat that schools that do not abide by the Obama administration's interpretation of the law could face lawsuits or a loss of federal aid. So, we already have a low school budget, may have a late start in the school year because of it. So, you getting rid of the policy, which won't happen, will make it even worse. A school's obligation under federal law is to ensure non-discrimination on the basis of sex, requiring schools to provide transgender students equal access to educational programs and activities, even in circumstances in which other students' parents or community members raise objections or concerns. School is allowed to provide other options such as unisex bathrooms. The process at Derby High School, which I attend, is that you must talk to the principal and your parents as a transgender student or some kind of gender non-conforming thing that makes you uncomfortable and you want to use a different bathroom. You have to have those two people, or three, or however many, to accept you're asking to use the other bathroom. So, not just anybody can go into the bathroom. They choose. You have to have permission, or you have to have been called in by the principal that knows that you're trans, or that knows that you're not comfortable using the other bathrooms. Nobody can just go in a bathroom for shits and giggles. That's basically what I'm trying to say. At no point in time has there been an incident at my school where there has not been a teacher, a principal, a police officer, or some kind of security out in the halls to make sure that none of the kids are being idiots and going into whatever they want to. So, with your safety concerns, you shouldn't be concerned. You should learn to sit down, to do research, and to tolerate and respect other people's wishes. Though they may not be in your opinion, you don't have to agree with my opinion. You don't have to agree with other people's opinions. And I'm not telling you to. I'm just saying that this is what this is, that I have struggled for a while to get this opportunity. And when I got that call up to the principal's office thinking that I was in trouble, which I've never gotten in trouble, to hear that news that I could use the men's room was probably one of the most emotional days of my life. I cried walking back to my homeroom class. I felt free until the summer came around and I see these signs in people's yards. Take Derby back? How about my rights? That's all I have to say. My name is Tyler Crayer, and I'm 17 years old. I am a transgender student at Derby High School, and I just want people to accept me for me and allow people like me to use the bathroom and to not be discriminated for being who they are. Thank you for your time, and please share this video if you would like to.